This week on The Breakout,
A lot of news coming in September.
and a lot of news about breaking defense. Welcome to The Breakout. I'm Aaron Mehta.
And I'm Lee Farron.
Lee, it's September.
Yeah, slow season.
Slow season. Yeah,
No,
look,
not at
September is one of our craziest months. It
Really
kicks off
kicks
the
off,
fall.
yeah.
There's a lot that's going to be happening. We want to just kind of give you a little preview of what's coming down the pipe.
All over the world.
All
We're
over the
everywhere.
world.
Yeah.
Let's start in Washington, just to note
Okay.
that Congress comes back from its
Right.
well-earned vacation. They have to figure out the budget. That's kind of a big deal.
Huge task
Yep.
to get done.
The expectation among most people is this is going to bleed past the October 1st deadline to get under CR. That's what generally has happened in recent years. There's no reason to think this year is going to be different.
The Pentagon's always mad about it, but used to it.
Exactly. Pentagon plans for it. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Let's put Congress aside and let's talk about conference season.
Okay, let's start.
Let's start in Poland.
Poland. Let's go to
Poland.
Warsaw. Yeah.
So MSPO is the big Polish defense show. Tim Martin, our European bureau chief, will be joined by Bart Głowacki, who is our local guy in Poland, to cover this conference. Poland has been spending a lot of money on defense.
A ton of money on a big range of systems, a lot of artillery. Interestingly, they're buying a lot from South Korea, from Hanwha. It's a fun relationship to keep an eye on there.
Yeah, it's been an interesting development how the Koreans have moved into Poland and really made a lot of inroads into Europe through that. So we expect some sort of announcement, probably something from the government, probably something from industry will happen
Sure.
there. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Immediately after that,
Tim just goes a little further west.
hops on a plane, goes to London for DSEI, which is one of the UK's biggest defense shows.
Right, and that's mostly land and sea, but a little bit of everything, as all these shows are these days.
Exactly. So again, UK is spending money. Europe, writ large, spending money.
Huge push. Yes.
So I would expect to see some news out of that. Maybe some AUKUS news, maybe because it's
Could
a
be.
sea show. UK is part of AUKUS. They tend to be overshadowed by the US and Australia, but they're a key member of that. After that,
much further west.
to
To Honolulu.
It's a hardship assignment, but Teresa Hitchens, our space expert, has been able to take this on for the AMOS conference. This is a space situational awareness, kind of eyes in the heaven looking at Earth situation. We expect to have representatives from a number of not just DoD, but the other space agencies there.
Sure.
Maybe a chance for Teresa to get a good sense of how everyone's doing under the Trump administration, where some agencies have taken hits,
Sure.
have been curtailed in certain ways. So we're going to get a sense coming out of that.
Also, a lot of the DoD pushing to buy commercial products more so than they ever have before. So I'm sure it's going to be an interesting conference out there.
Yep, it always is. Then we'll be
Back
back
home.
in DC.
Yeah, back
Well,
home.
almost DC, because of course we're going to be going to
Scenic
National
Harbor.
Right. So it's time for the AFA conference, the Air and Space Forces Association's annual meeting. This is the biggest U.S. Air Force conference every year. It's kind of a tent pole for us.
And this one's going to be super interesting.
This is going to be super interesting. Right now, nobody knows who the Chief of Staff of the Air Force is going to be in a
kind
couple
of a big
months.
job to be open.
Yeah, so General Alvin, who's the Chief of Staff, announced he was stepping down. There's been reporting that he was politely asked to move aside, and there will be some replacement. It's not clear exactly as we record this who that's going to be, but entirely possible that we get an announcement between now and AFA.
It'll also be interesting to see what officials are there and what they can talk about, considering the DoD has kind of clamped down on official presence at some of these conferences. Kind of understand that might be not as much of an issue for AFA.
Yeah, that seems to be the sense, is AFA should be exempt from the strictest travel requirements. But again, how willing people are to talk to the media, at least, we'll see. This is always a big show. Michael Morrow, our Air correspondent, is going to be leading the charge, but you'll see pretty much the whole team in and out of the conference.
Chugging coffee the whole time.
Just incredibly unhealthy
Gonna be
habits
great.
that we're going to have. If you see us, please say hi, and we apologize if we are shaking when we see you from all the caffeine. Speaking of the team, we have some really cool announcements to make.
Several, yeah. When we get back from the break, we'll catch you up on all that.
At Leonardo DRS, our agility helps bring the ability to dominate in any scenario, on any platform, helping our warfighters accomplish the mission and get home safely. Leonardo DRS, our agility, your advantage.
All right, we're back, and Lee, we have some good news for once to share.
Several, and I'm very excited about all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So breaking defense is expanding, and I'm going to just run through what's going on here because it's a little bit
I
of
can't keep up with it.
It's a little bit of a moving parts situation. All right. The first step is in the Pentagon. Ashley Roque, who's been our Army and Pentagon kind of dual-hatted reporter for the last couple of years, is going to now be full-time covering the Pentagon. That means covering OSD, Joint Staff, the White House, National Security Council, big strategy, big policy, big acquisition changes. That's going to be Ashley's beat. Of course, then we need somebody to cover the Army.
Right.
So we figured there's really no one who deserves it more than Carly Welch, who has been covering the Army network side for us for the last about 16 months. We're really very excited to see Carly step into this role. Obviously working with Ash. Ash isn't going anywhere. Don't worry, Army folks. She's still around. But Carly's going to be taking the lead on ground forces. In turn, then we need a new networks reporter.
It keeps happening, yeah.
It keeps happening.
Yeah.
So we decided there to go out and bring Mark Pomerleau into the team. Mark has been doing this networks beat for about a decade. He's incredibly well-sourced on cyber issues. He's very intelligent on both the technology and the actual operational use of this stuff. Yep. So we're really, really happy to have Mark joining us. I worked with him in a previous publication. He's excellent. And you'll start seeing his work on September 2nd.
So that's it, right?
Not quite, actually.
Oh, okay.
So in addition, we're bringing in a new editor. Rachel Cohen, who's former editor of Air Force Times, longtime Air Force reporter, is joining us in a new role we're calling the digital managing editor. This is a new job that we've created to help us kind of behind the scenes, make sure everything's working.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I know, we need it. So we're also really excited to have Rachel joining us on September 8th. And finally, Lee gets a new title.
Yeah, deputy editor. I'm pretty excited about that. And that comes with a pay raise, right? Right?
So make sure to like and subscribe to The Breakout to get the show delivered directly to you.
And if you listen to podcasts, we're on your favorite podcasting platform. Just search for us there.
I'm Aaron Mehta.
And I'm Lee Farron.
Thanks for watching.